What's happening, everyone? So I thought this would be a bit of a different video today. As winter's coming, and it's unlike Game of Thrones, it will actually come. I've been looking at getting an overwrap for my Nash Titan Hide Bivvy, just to give it a bit of extra protection in the winter. Obviously protect a bit more against the heavy rainfall. And I had a look on Angle Direct, and then, Jesus, the price is about 200 quid. Literally, when I saw that, my mind nearly went out the door like bloody Anthony Joshua's did last night at Lucy.
And all the champions that have come from your amazing country, but I've never been there. What's happening there is, I don't know what's happening, but...
Yeah, absolutely insane amount of money, 200 quid for an overwrap. I mean, the Bivvy itself is 280, and it's like, you know, it's just a bit of tarpaulin really that goes over the top of it that matches the shape of it. So I thought, is there a way to save money? Now, I'm not the best DIY at all. But I thought, do you know what? I'll give it a go. I must be able to make basically a skull cap for the Bivvy with cheap stuff. So what I've done, I've bought some waterproof fabric. I think that's about 12 quid I paid for that, just off Amazon. So I've got about 2 meters worth of that. If you can hear rustling in the background, I do apologise. Missus has got a new kitten and he's playing around with a poo bag at the moment. But he's biting me. There you go. Yeah, so I'm gonna use the overwrap. That's about 12 quid, it's just the fabric itself. Bought some fabric eyelets, yeah, fabric eyelets. I think they were about tenner, something again off Amazon with a little punching tool. And some cable ties. So the plan is, I'm gonna get the Nash, I'll get the Bivvy out, put it out, see if I can measure up some of the fabric on top, cut it out, put some eyelets in, and wrap it together with some cable ties. What can go wrong? The reason why I want the skull cap on the Nash Titan Hide is the only time the water collects is based on the top of it. I'll show you the area where it sometimes can collect. Overall, it has been doing well, but I thought, you know, for winter it could give a bit of better protection against that, all the elements. But anyway, I'm gonna get the Titan out, put it up, let's see what I can do. Right, so now that's up, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can measure out a bit of the material on the top there. So, as you, this basically, it's a bit, I want to get a skull cap, so this bit here, the water doesn't collect. This is basically the flat bit on the top. If you get a skull cap on top of it, it might prevent, yeah, it'll prevent basically the water collecting at the top and then obviously seeping through. Any other water that hits there, because it's angled, it should hopefully drain down quite easy. Right, I'm going to unwrap the waterproof material. Obviously I have to go with dark green, so I hope it will sort of match up with the Bivvy itself. We'll soon find out, won't we? It's quite thin. Right, so it's a bit tricky, but what I've got to do, I've basically put it over the top. I'm just going to mark out with a Sharpie where I can maybe put the eyelets in and figure out how to tie it down. I might need some rope, or like little bits of string at the end of the day. Yeah, let's see how we go with this. Right, so very roughly drawn out some holes in this. And now I'm going to try and use the eyelet tool. Oh shit. Open! Alright, got a cut. Oh yeah. So the first eyelet didn't really go very well. That goes there. Get the hang of it now. Oh, that went a bit smoother than I thought. Well, I had a few play-ups. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I'm gonna throw it over there now. Try and use these cable ties and whack it on top, see if it works. All right. There you go. Bit of a DIY skull cap. Obviously, aesthetics are poor. But I'll tell you what, it saved me 170 quid. I don't really care how it looks on the bank. Don't care if the colours don't match. If it saves me from getting a bit wet in the bivvy, then jobs are good. But yeah, it's quite quick. So obviously the eye holes, I put the cable ties around the eye holes, keeps it fairly secure. As you see, the wind's blowing up a bit there, so I might trim it up a bit, get rid of some loose material. The port bit is just the top's covered, just so the rain runs down and comes to the side. So yeah, it's an interesting little project. God knows how it's going on. Can't wait to take it on a test run. Yeah, it only took about an hour. It might save you a bit of money and protect you a bit more. What am I like?